What's up, everybody? Johnny Mason, a place. Time for the Money Tip Tuesday. And I just sat next to a fellow industry person, licensed individual in a different company. And if you see the look in my eyes and you know me well, you know which company I'm referring to right now. And had a nice conversation, very polite conversation. And just took it from there. You know, he went his way, I went mine. But it's very interesting to me that in our industry, there's different philosophies of how to get ahead, how to save for retirement, etc., etc. Well, here's a philosophy that I've never really caught on to, because there's an emotional side to our business. I get it, but there's also a logical side. So using logic in today's reality, in 2017, coming from a logical standpoint, let's talk about it. There is no unicorn, okay? If the unicorn flies in, picks up the green elephant, goes over the rainbow, yeah, that one philosophy makes sense. But everyone's got different situations, because here's the thing. There was a philosophy that came out a long time ago, a couple decades ago, where you're supposed to be out of debt by the time you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, ready to retire, because you've saved all this money all this time. Law of depleting expenses. It's kind of more of the law of replacing expenses now, because it's a different time we're in. It's a different day and age. Let me explain. Back in the day, we can invest in CDs that were paying us 14, 15, 16, 17, 18%. You had mutual funds that were killing it, 14, 15, 16%. You had Social Security, you had 401ks, you had pension plans from companies. Your kids were moving out of the house and on their own and financially stable. Student loans were not an issue. Credit card debts weren't an issue. Houses were paid off. People could retire at 60, 65 and self-insured and never had to work ever again. Is that really the case today? What's happening with CDs? Go to your bank. Go find out what the rate is. Point whatever. How's Social Security looking? How's that pension plan doing? If you're a millennial, we don't even know what a pension is. We think it's a fancy pen. 401k plans? Show me how those work out for you. Look at 2008. That worked out well. Okay. Are people paying off their house, or are they typically refinancing or selling and buying a new one with a new mortgage? Are kids moving out of the house, or are they moving back home? And are the boomers in their 50s and 60s now, are their parents in their 80s and 90s moving home to add an expense to even cut costs, but it's more of a healthcare expense? Are people really retiring at 60, 65, or are they still working? So here's my only challenge. See, philosophies make sense if it works perfectly along those lines of the philosophy. The challenge is we don't live in a perfect world. That's all I'm trying to say. If we lived in a perfect world, again, the unicorn would come, pick up the green elephant, and fly over the rainbow. We don't live in a perfect world. It's just that simple. So that we don't live in a perfect world, maybe it would make sense to maybe adjust to the situation we're living in. You know, I hear someone say, well, I just invest in Roth IRAs. Guys, Roth IRAs aren't bad. I didn't say they were bad. You know, it's a good option. The difference is, what if you make over $120,000 a year right now? If you're single, you're not doing it. You can't get it. You make too much money. So these companies that say, oh, just get a Roth IRA. So the guys that work there that give that advice, where do they put their money? I'm curious. What tax-free money do they put their money in? I'm just curious. So it's a fact of, number one, advisors in my industry, I'm calling you out real quick, take your own damn advice, first off. Take your own advice. I see too many people that push one thing, they don't even do it for themselves. Take your own advice. And number two, look at the individual's situation and make a program designed for them, not just off the book you read. So, sorry with that one, guys. I had to just say something that got under my skin a little bit this morning. But if you are looking for some reviews of your current financial situation, you want to see what's out there for yourself, there is more available to you than your 401k at your job. Just understand that. There's a lot better options for you. If you want some advice on what you can do, please feel free to private message me. You can find me on the website, John Mason Money. You can private message me on Facebook here and YouTube. And with that being said, guys, have a rockin' week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.